Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Rigatoni Gaming. We're gonna be hopping into some not Dev Notes, I guess, some Inside Infinite. It was just released today. No, yesterday. Yesterday. This is the stuff with explaining some stuff on the multiplayer, some stuff on the upgrading of bots, making them better, result of the flighting, and I believe the launch date. I believe that also mentions it here, and we get a explanation as to why the campaign is only going to be single player, and why they are not single player, but single player at launch, and not why and also why they didn't show any campaign. But that is the last thing that they talk about, I believe. So let's just hop right into this. Um, Welcome to the latest edition of Inside Infinite, the blog series where we sit down with the teams hard at work building Halo Infinite to give you more insight into our process and goals than ever before. This month, you're joining us fresh off the heels of Gamescom, where we had the opportunity to reveal our launch date of December 8th, 2021, along with the Xbox Series X, Halo Infinite Limited Edition bundle, and the controller, which I did not care about at all. The controller looks cool, but that console, nah, I'm going to stick to PC. If you haven't seen this, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, it's cool, but not what I would have liked, to be honest. This time around, we've got a lot to cover thanks to the multiplayer and bots teams, but we'd be remiss if we didn't kick off the blog, and I don't know why I have this on, off the blog with a quick word on the most recent technical preview, directly from the folks you heard talk to it on the stream. If this is your first time checking out Inside Infinite, we're glad to have you, and then you get the time. We highly recommend checking out our previous editions to hear directly from the teams building the next chapter of Halo. So this is campaign. Okay, so this is all old stuff. All right. So tech preview. What is this? Oh, so this is the entire stream. Where they talk about flighting. Okay, I see. Alright, so let's just go down. You all took the assignment very seriously and piled in to help us out by slaying as many bots as you possibly could. For those that are hungry for an after-action report, here's a look back at the carnage. Also, here's some new skins and stuff. Like that weapon skin looks pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I just hope they don't put too much in the game, because I've seen a lot of games just go down this route where they just pump out skin after skin after skin after skin, and it gets so diluted and boring and bland, and it's like, I don't want like rainbows on my weapons. I don't want to see like polka dot patterns and stuff. I want to see something that it would somewhat fit into the Halo. Yes, you kind of have to get wacky and whatnot, but super crazy skins I'm not all about. Like, all of this right here looks like it could fit, except this guy's wearing like brown and red weapon. No, not that. But let's just keep going. So we have spent 519,914 hours spent in multiplayer fighting bots. That's insane. Darn, I almost made it, but they took an H out of my name. Sorry, guys, I didn't make it. But these are the most wins. Is that like the most team, like a win? Or like the most wins with a team? Because that's 5 people. That's insane. 65,342,411 bots were slain. Jesus Christ. Rest in peace, bot. Top bot slayers were Blob, ADQM, so basically the last people. King and Nick. Hey, look at Nick go. Total bot in 4v4 matches, 1.3 million matches. Absolutely insane. Fastest team wins. It was probably some stupid strat, I don't know, but recharge, I don't know what that means. Live fire, chewy nut cluster. What a great profile picture for that too. Total weapon drills, 2,868,678. Awesome. That's a really cool visor, by the way. That looks sick. 44,953 hours spent in weapon drills. That's kind of insane. Sam Hanshaw, Jerry Hook, and Tom French all sat down with us on stream to talk through some of what my lizard wants out of his cage. I'll have to take him out after this video. With us on stream to talk through some of what they were most excited for during the tech preview. Speaking of fighting, Honestly, this doesn't really look that interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. Now that you've had a chance to see, and for some of you to play, an early look at Halo Infinite's multiplayer, it's time to hear a bit more from the team building the backbone behind every experience in Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer experience. Back during one multiplayer reveal, we chatted with a few of these folks in the Halo Infinite multiplayer overview, but now it seems like a fitting time to circle back and chat with them for once more. Never mind. I don't want to look at any of this. I don't care. I don't care. This all looks really bland. I don't care about it. I don't care about it. What is this? I'm gonna cut and I'll be right back. Alright, so basically all it was just them saying that they're going to be tweaking the bots, tweaking some of the fixes for the like training, you know, where you can test out all the certain weapons and whatnot, you know, going to be adding different difficulties to it, adjusting it, because apparently the shotgun one, the bots would run out of range, so you couldn't even shoot them with the bulldog, I believe it is. That sounds hilarious. The bots are going to not just run straight right or whatever it is to the same weapon every time. They're not going to get bundled up. They're going to fix it so that it's more natural to an extent. And apparently they're fixing the Spartan difficulty of bots, because apparently they were easier than ODSTs, which I never actually played against, but that's what people were saying. So they're going to be fixing that. So that's pretty cool. And now we get to the main thing that I actually even cared about in this entire thing. Where is it? Oh, this is from Joe Staten. He just got to this XCon thing, and he was doing that. My lizard is behind me. I'm sorry, I got scared. He's on his flight home, and this is what he was writing about. I'm currently streaking through the lower stratosphere on a late night flight back to Seattle from Los Angeles, having just finished representing the great work of the whole Halo Infinite team on the Gamescom opening night live broadcast. It feels terrific to finally reveal our launch date, and we hope you enjoyed meeting Commander Agrina, who you'll be getting to know much better as we start unspooling the season-to-season story of Halo Infinite multiplayer. And for those of you that play Genshin Impact, that's what this kind of sounds like, because Genshin also has a 10-year cycle. I thought he was going to jump off the bed. You guys just saw him ran by. But they also have a 10-year plan, I guess. So it sounds very promising, as long as they don't get too greedy with the battle pass and whatnot. And also, the battle pass is only gained through challenges. That is another downside, in my opinion. Battle passes, just like Gears of War, should be abandoned. I hate Gears of War's challenge pass. Gears of War 5, to be exact. It was horrible. I had to do horrible game modes like evade. I had to play certain maps to get my challenges unlocked. I couldn't refresh it at all just to get a challenge I actually like enjoyed. Like, it's just a bad system. It's honestly garbage. It's the only way to get armor apparently in that, and if you want to get that cool new armor, you're gonna have to, you know, do the thing. You're gonna have to play these horrible game modes or re-roll it with in-game currency probably, and it's just, please change it so we can actually gain stuff just by playing the game. That should be the main focus of any game. Letting your players play, you make money. If people like your game, they will spend money. But if I don't like your game and you make it a chore to get cool items, then I'm going to drop your game in 6 months like I did Gears of War 5. I spent a total of $20 on that game, and I want my $20 back. I don't want to... I absolutely hate Gears of War 5. It is the worst Gears game I've ever played. I would rather play Call of Duty 3 or 4, whatever the hell it is. So, yeah, change it, please. Yeah, I just got that done. Before boarding my flight, I had a chance to read some of the commentary online, and I definitely hear the disappointment about not seeing campaign gameplay on the broadcast. So I wanted to take this opportunity to, 1, shed light on why we chose not to show campaign right now, and 2, assuage your concerns about where campaign is at this point in the production process. Yeah, so like I was very disappointed that it was literally basically just them saying, hey, 20-year anniversary, here's a console and a controller. Like the trailer, the little like 2-minute multiplayer trailer, that was really cool. I loved it. It looked really clean. I have bigger I'm a bit more relieved because the brutes don't look like they belong in Minecraft. So yeah. As I mentioned in last week's development update, the whole Halo Infinite team is in shutdown mode. This means we're done with feature work and focused on crushing high priority bugs. We're spending lots of time playing the game, verifying fixes, and generally doing all we can to ensure campaign and multiplayer. Kind of funny that they said they're only doing this when this has been announced for Season 8. Next video. That'll be in the next video. That is Halo Infinite. So it's extreme. Where was it? Right here. Plays great on all platforms, from an original 8-year-old Xbox One to a brand new ultra spec PC. This is a very challenging task, even for a large and experienced team, which I completely understand. I would not want to be in your position, to be honest. It sounds dreadful. Also, I love how this guy writes. It's very fluent and nice to actually read, instead of just how I would write, where it's like, we're working our best, bruh. I'm sorry. In many ways, shutting down a game is like being on final approach to landing an airplane. And if you forgive a bit of aviation geekery, the entirety of the team is essentially in a sterile cockpit, which is to say we're at a critical phase in the flight that is Halo Infinite. So it's extremely important to avoid distractions and stay focused on mission-critical tasks only. For campaign, that means putting maximum effort into ensuring the wide-open, adventure-filled experience you'll all get to play on December 8th is as great as it can possibly be, which I will be streaming, by the way. If any of you guys are curious, I will be getting Halo Infinite as soon as it comes out. I'm going to be streaming it. Campaign, I don't care about multiplayer as much. I absolutely adore campaign. I would love to finish it. And gameplay demos and trailers not only take a huge amount of effort to do well, they also take cycles away from bugs and other shutdown tests, which completely understandable. I love that he crushed everyone's doubts like immediately. Like him just coming up with this, like he's literally flying home probably late at night, and he's like, "Oh, I see the disappointment. Let me just be the god that I am, Joseph Staten." I would like to share, however, that right before I left for Los Angeles, I had to pause a full playthrough of campaign that I started late last week. I'm going for a 100% run, which means completing all primary and secondary missions, finding all collectibles, etc. I played Infinite's campaign multiple times, but every time I do, I always find something new, tucked away in Zeta Halo. Sometimes there are quiet little bits of environmental storytelling, such as an abandoned but desperately defended Marine recon post high on a lonely mountainside. Fortunately, the Banished missed the fully loaded S7 sniper rifle that the Marines left behind. Sometimes there are combat encounters with deviously polished scripting. For example, a UNSC forward operating base that seemed abandoned until I heard the laughter and taunts of multiple energy sword wielding and cloaked elites as I stumbled into their trap. This is one of the books that I have actually read. Okay, so if you go here, Silent Shadows Halo. If you go into this, images, bro, this is like one of the books, and it's absolutely insane. Like, I love this one. Like, these elites are actually like canon, and if you get to play as these or play against these, they are going to be some insane bosses. Like, this is some concept art. Like, bro, they're literally one of the most hyped things of all time. They're absolutely insane, and apparently there's going to be a boss. Like, it's kind of been leaked, since we already know a name of one of the bosses and we've seen concept art of him, or like actual in-game art, and he looks insane. So be prepared, be prepared. I hope all of you take comfort from the fact that, honestly, I can't wait to get back home, fire up the build, and hit continue on the campaign. No matter how many times I play, Halo Infinite remains fundamentally super fun to play, and we're very eager to share all the fun with you through captured gameplay, trailers, and other content once we get this plane safely on the ground. But for now, it's focus time in the cockpit as we stick to landing. Please keep those seatbelts fastened, and thank you for your patience and support. Joseph Staten, head of character for Halo Infinite. So, anyone's doubts on Halo Infinite campaign being garbage, I think it will be fine. I think that they are abandoning Cortana, or at least pushing her out of the way and trying to find a way to make it involve more with the Banished, because the Banished are a much more interesting faction than Cortana, in my opinion. Cortana was such a lame antagonist. I honestly hope they just I hope they find some way to fit her into the story, but still get her out as quickly and as efficiently as possible, because she's very bland compared to Atriox as a villain. I don't know. Anyways, that is all for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. And time to record the second video for today. Peace out.